Guys, by the way, this is secret technology brought to you by Mage Industries. Please do not share this information. By watching the stream, you have disclosed in the NDA provided. Check your mailbox. The way that mobs path is different when you're walking in a straight line versus stutter stepping like this in the same direction. So in example 1 and 2, if I draw you a picture of what happens, if you're walking in a straight line like this and the mobs are walking at you from here, this is a group of mobs like this, they're arcing. They're going to end up walking at you, making a derivative of like, they're like all converging like this, right? Consistently. So this guy starts going here, this guy is here. Then you're here and he goes here and here. So they're basically all converging like this. Right? But if you stutter step like this, they converge behind you. So this same arc in the same distance, if you do this for 20 yards, the same time, and you stutter step in the same duration, 3 seconds, obviously this has to be shorter, let's say 2.5 because you're not stopping, right? It almost like paths behind you more so. Right? It does like this. And you could barely see the difference, right? You see the grain of this being more to the right. This is exactly what happens. And you can abuse this such that the mobs don't attack you. And they actually pause. It like stops the mobs. They pause. And that's why they don't attack you. And so what I'm doing when I'm dead zoning these freebooters, I can show you without even using a shield so you can kind of see. Right, so when I'm doing this, look at how that mob is just stopping. See how it's just not even attacking me? This is the question I was trying to ask. I was like, well, why do you think this is? And he was like, well, mobs path to you. Like, he basically told me what I said. And it was, yeah, so it gets this weird in-between state. I think it's something like this where like, it's switching state. Yeah, so because pathing updates every 3 seconds. Well, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the difference. This is actually a good pull to do it on, but it's dead. So let's do, let's kill the freebooters. Hello? So he's just not attacking me. Isn't that weird? If I was just holding S, that guy would have hit me like 2 times probably. And I think that the core fundamental difference is that you're updating more frequently, such that like in this you're updating every 0.5 seconds or something, or like saying like every 1 second the mobs will go like, instead of converging in like a arc like this, right? What ends up really happening is they converge like this, right? It's much more janky because it's not a consistent update. And I think when you're doing this, you're forcing more consistent updates, right? You can see the difference in the pathing. Just if you think about this being what happens. But I'll show you guys here. Oh man, we got another freebooter in the way. Let's just like, let's just dodge it. And I want more open space for this demonstration. Like, for example, I also think that strafing is more different than running. It's actually worse. If I'm running in a straight path and I'm stutter stepping like this, instead of just stutter stepping like this will give me a better stack by far. I'll show you guys the difference in stacking. So this first is going to be a normal stack, and I'm just going to reset the pack after. Okay, look guys, look. This is an example of me holding W and look at the mobs. See how they just do like weird arcs? See they're doing like weird turning movements? It's not a consistent update. See that? You saw that guy do like a little... See this? So look at this. I'm just running in a circle, right? You would think that all the mobs would just converge. And they do over time. But now I'm going to show you guys what happens if I stutter step just a little bit, right? Just a little bit of stutter stepping. Not a lot. And you guys will see like a world of difference. Guys, by the way, this is secret technology brought to you by Mage Industries. Please do not share this information. By watching this stream, you have disclosed in the NDA provided. Check your mailbox. Just a little bit of stutter stepping here. See how they're pathing behind you? Do you see that? Do you guys see the difference? See how they're just turning behind me randomly? It's a world of difference. They literally path behind you instead of in front of you. So what's happening? What's happening, I think, is the mobs think you're going fast, and then they know you're stopped. So what I think is happening is something like this. So if I expand this out, what I think is actually happening now that I watched it again is I think that instead of pathing update, your first pathing update, if you're running in a circle like this, let's say you're running at full speed, this is what the game thinks you're doing, right? So if you're right here, you are right here on a 60% mount. So the game takes your speed and says, okay, if I'm running at you, I want to path to in front of you so I can catch you. So they run right here. And then you get to right here and you stop. And they say, hold up, he went from 60% to 0. I'm going to go here to catch him. He's turned around. I think that's what's happening. I think the game thinks you're backing up. So when you're updating a stop from 60%, I think that's what's happening. So I think that the mobs are constantly updating, but like this, right? They're like updating at different points here, so it forces them behind you more than in front of you when you're just doing a normal circle. There's a bigger chance of where you could be. Exactly. Yeah. That's my guess. Discovering the law of gravity. Yep. Law of... Hey, abusing mob dynamics 101. It's the AoE Mage Diploma. Mandatory course. Oh, that's what happened. It pulls that and then that... I see. I was wondering how I pulled that earlier. My difference is that functions are different versus the functions... Yeah, that could be true too. But what ends up happening is it looks like they path behind you for whatever reason. One way or another. You're switching between the functions. Yeah. That could be it. Not sure they're going... They're thinking you back up. Well then, explain to me why a mob would path... Why would a mob, if you're standing here and you run forward at 60% speed and then you stop here, why the mob would path to you here if the clear direct path is in front of them? Because that's what happened. You can watch the VOD.